Alan Wake, episode 2. The first episode was pretty cool. Nothing too much. We on. I really don't know what the fuck is going on, to be honest. Like, this man is dreaming, then he not dreaming. So like, I'm kind of still trying to see what's going on, man. Alan, I need you to wake up.
Previously on Alan Wake, I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice?
It's all your fault, Alan.
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Episode 2, taken.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee
Need
on.
this.
It'll warm you up. Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Yep, let's look around. Hold up, I got a little drip. You feel me? Little drip. These other three ain't fully developed yet. You feel me? Cozy spot for real. Let's take a look outside, see what's going on in the town. Can't see a damn thing. Let's go put that coffee on.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this.
Hold on now.
tomorrow.
You mean to tell me they just... Well, he ain't putting nothing in there. They just had this shit already sitting in there? They trifling.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Yeah, you talking about last night, huh? Where these mock-ups at?
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my...
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it.
That bio,
I
man.
can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home. It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan? Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry!
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
Imagine still being scared of the
Hi.
dark.
You okay?
I'm sorry.
Shout out to everybody who is, though.
It just really
Phobias
spooked
are
me.
real,
Don't worry.
but
We'll
this
just
is
break
just
out
a
the
crazy
candles.
one. It's the light in here, and she's still
No,
scared.
it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar.
Damn,
Thanks
I'm
for
just
this.
trying to lighten the mood.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head. I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
I believe you'll
Rushing
find
me
the sheriff
out
in her
there is
office.
crazy.
Just go down the corridor.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on,
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
things these days.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
A body Joe. He is bodied.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
Alice was missing. I needed help to find her. I wasn't ready to leave.
I just wanted to see. I just wanted to see. Knack for winning contests. How is that a like? Richard Bart, Bruce Dansky, Jacob Miller. On a camping trip overdue. Haven't been in contact. If you have seen them or know their whereabouts, please call 555-9932.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my
Charging
wife
my
yet?
phone is crazy.
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not
Nope.
sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called...
This nigga dumb. I'd have put this shit on speaker, let the cops hear it, and that shit would have been over with. My wife would have been getting back.
I need some fresh air. Can I go out? In the back, maybe?
Of course, Mr. Wake. I understand. You can get there through the cells. Deputy Grant can show you the way.
I'm sorry. All of this, it's just a lot to take in.
Take your time, Mr. Wake. I understand. Can I ask you what the call was about, Mr. Wake?
Yeah.
It's personal.
Well, we are looking for your wife, and I'm going to need your cooperation if I'm going to help you.
I need a moment, after I get some fresh air.
Okay. You can find me here. We'll talk when you feel up to it.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Hey, mister!
Of course, Mr.
Hey,
Wake.
can you
You
turn
can
the
get
light?
through the cell
The
corridor.
light's on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't... Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the Dark Presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power. The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car. Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to... The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall in the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Cut the act. Where's my wife at?
Underwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers. A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my! Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me.
Get it, Barry.
Yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake!
Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No answer to 21 questions.
Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand
just...
what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You run cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bugtooth Charlie.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later? I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now. Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air. A guy who was bulletproof until you pointed up. That's just crazy talk, Al. Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Achoo! Achoo! Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist.
Why you keep calling them that? Yokels.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission. Real funny, Al. Real funny. Ha ha! Thank you! Just sit here in the dark till you come back. Or until I get eaten by a grue.
I'm just looking for some collectibles, you know.
I didn't realize we were back in the 3rd grade here. I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Oh, actually, I didn't give me the keys.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. It wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
And I got my gun on me. I know some shit finna go down.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc,
What happened to my shotgun?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Tell me about it.
No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh? Yes, exactly that. But I'm going to check out the political and one of the fun stuff.
Of course. It's action time, guys. This game is unsettling. I don't like it. So I gotta check on all my surroundings, yo. You loud as shit, Barry.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Fuck up in here.
Bare fists. Wow, that's setting you on the floors, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either. That must be difficult. But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical. Huh. How about that? Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. The white shirt is on the dead guy.
Thought that shit was gonna be a clue or something. Wasting my time.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page. Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Nigga.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming!
Please, help me! Anybody? Help me! Help! Help me! Can you hear me? Anyone! Please help! Back here!
Damn.
Here! Hey! Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. Shh. Good boy. The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty! Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Just need hunting licenses.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing!
Those prisoners.
Who purchased a mark?
Fishing.
License! Obey!
Rusty, no!
Never!
Closer than 100 yards.
2 bears and wolves! Never approach any other... Sure then. Pets must be leashed.
Yeah, all fines.
Never leave your pet.
Ow.
To remove any natural objects or historical artifacts from the park.
Gross.
Or even simple berries.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
I'm sorry, what? Old guy messing with somebody still in high school? Barely out of her teens sound like she's 18. Barely out of her teens?
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
That's just what I needed, bro. Just what I needed. This cave was the site of a frequent and lucrative bootlegger activity. This cave was the site of a frequent and lucrative bootlegger activity throughout the Prohibition, 1919 through 1933. It was mostly used for temporary storage of alcohol smuggled from Canada, but at times alcohol was also distilled on the premises. Bro, you breaking my lights, G. Your bitch ass is gonna make something out of that. Whoa, from behind? I promise you, those interactions get my fucking nerves bad every time. I know I can kill him with the shotty, with the guns, but it's just the time it takes to like hit him up. Yeah, with the flashlight, we taking some time. Only got 3.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
I had no ammo for that shit. Okay. Thank you. I need to reload the blick, bro. And I know which way to go. Not that fucking way. Ha! I'm on moves on this dumbass. Oh! Oh! First of all, Y'all stay back. Heard that nigga running. Oh, this game's a little scary when these niggas is on your case like this. Let me just think real quick. I'm done thinking. Time for action.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason, packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo, things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Niggas is on dicks. This axe shit, bro. I got one flare, bro. He creeping and shit. Oh, he's big swinging. I need flare ammo. Okay. Of course, I gotta go around.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
not to get on this. I'm done for. Yeah.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming.
Give me some flares, brother.
Flashlights, kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
Give me some flares, baby. Give me like 50 of them bitches.
You can see them too? Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Oh. Bro. Can you hit your shots, my guy?
Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Pull them off, damn it.
I was just wasted one.
A little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us.
Don't got no more.
Just a little longer. I almost got it. Hey, it's open. Move it or lose it.
What do you mean, move it or lose it?
Oh, you feeling better now, Wade? Oh, no, sake.
Out this bitch.
Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
Need to hurry up and get there. Get down, get down, get down, get down, get down,
This is it, Wake. Last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We
All right.
fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
everywhere. I don't have nothing. Damn, right in the noggin. Doc, we? Not big bro. Not big bro. Not big bro. We need to get big bro up out of here. Shit. Bullets you got. Finna bang you.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her now.
He's standing on business though.
Or you'll be sorry. No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
Oh no.
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move. On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign. And nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
What the?
Rusty had warned me about these traps. It hurt like hell. I was stuck.
Oh man, I thought that was collectible. Okay.
Sarah didn't care about the legal threats Wake's agent had made. She let Wake go without argument, because there was something about him she couldn't quite put her finger on, something that reminded her of her father. She didn't think Wake would hurt his wife. Then she thought about the way he waded into Hartman, that hair-trigger rage flaring up without warning.
No flares? Only had that one? The big bro. I knew it was gonna be something to this. I had to get the big bro out of here. Whew.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The
Pause.
flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Yeah, okay. Right? Right? I gotta deal with chainsaw, man. Like, I'm saving this flare specifically for chainsaw, man. I'm bodying him off rip. I'm not giving him a chance. Fuck. Saving this for Chainsaw Man. Saving this for Chainsaw Man. Make moves. I need ammo. And coffee. That's how I mix this dumbass up. Think? Ow. Ow. Okay, I gotta use it. I gotta use it. Where's man's go? No ammo, no flare, and I didn't see the chainsaw guy yet. I'm done. I thought I was finna die, to be honest. So I jumped like that. Reload the blade.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around. When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Man. Let me know how y'all feeling about this Alan Wake, though. So far, so good in my eyes. Just let me know. Wait, huh? I ain't gonna say what that sounds like. The big bro. Damn. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
Big bro. Too big bro. Probably didn't need the waste flares there, but them big bros don't be no hoes, yeah. It's the big bro. Become the boss fight.
Is a hazardous occupation.
These niggas pulling up. Woo! Lame ass nigga. Put the big bro down.
out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods. I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Oh, yep, just what I was looking for. I was looking for a script, for real.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Alright, so I'm about to run into an FBI agent.
A story is not a machine.
You can
A story is a
yourself.
You can create it and shape it.
See me out in the open, bitch. The big bro, move out of my way. I'm doing a horrible job right now. I didn't know they was gonna be on Need for Speed timing. Where am I supposed to go? What the fuck? How am I back here? Do I get out?
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing. kidnapper. You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me.
Yes, I get you. Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
I'm getting whooped by birds right now. No. Yo, what do you mean defeat the birds? What do you mean defeat the birds? Alright, it's birds. I'm finna get active right off rip.
the door now. They're gone.
Fucking birds.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet.
What is
really
Barry going for right now? He got the Hawaiian shirt with the puffer
We'll
jacket.
be there in less than an hour. See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old dear diner.
Good girl.
This evil lady. I feel like she's the mastermind behind all this. Hey man. W episode 2, man.
Previously on Alan.
There you guys have it. W episode 2. Well, there you have it for another episode. Alan Wake. It's getting juicy. Being in the forest in Alan Wake is nerve-wracking, to be honest. It's like you never know when those guys are gonna pop up. You never know when the big bro gonna pop up. That's really what it is. It's the big bro. When 2 or more big bros pop up, it's a problem because it takes so long to stun them, and then you already got the little guys rushing you. But as far as the plot goes, I'm starting to see now that Alan is in some way, shape, or form is like controlling the outcome of what's going on around this town, and it may be through his little book that he's writing, his little whatever you want to call it, manuscript, fucking biopic, I don't know. But I just know for a fact that like he just like for instance, the chainsaw, like he mentioned the chainsaw guy. He was like, and then I heard the chainsaw, and I like a little bit down the line, later on down the line, you hear the chainsaw, like we run into the chainsaw guy. So like I feel like he is controlling the narrative of what's going on. He just doesn't know it yet or understand how. But working with the guy with the gun towards the end was, we should have robbed Joe. We should have took Yo off, because like he did all that. Even though he has our wife, he has my wife. But the way he just went about it, it was so piss poor. Like we could have really took Yo off. We could have pretended like we was going to help him with the light, what you feel me, while he was like breaking down boards or doing whatever. We could have pretended like we was going to help him, because we had the flashlight. We had everything that we needed to stop the monsters. All he had was the blick. You feel me? We needed each other, but at the same time, he needed us more than we needed him. I'm saying all that to say that this was a great episode. Episode 3. Can't wait to drop it for you guys. But till then, thank you guys. Drop a like, follow, subscribe. I appreciate everyone who's supporting me right now. I appreciate everyone who's viewing my videos. The content will continue. I told you guys 2024 is like going to be my year for doing what I need to do. That's what it is, doing what we need to do. So, peace guys.